Hello everyone. Now, as a part of our learning on reservoir simulation, in this tutorial, we will learn about PVT model creation. Okay, PVT model creation, PVT model designer that we will use in our reservoir simulation or reservoir modeling, for example. Okay, and we will do that using tNavigator or rockflow dynamics here using PVT designer. It's a package, it's a software inside tNavigator, which is very interesting, very interactive and useful for us to model or to create PVT model or fluid properties model that we can use for reservoir modeling or reservoir simulation. Here we are inside the tNavigator, and as you can see, we have geology designer, model designer, simulation, and PVT designer, of course, and well designer. Okay, here we will create PVT using PVT designer. Okay, so let's go ahead. First, okay, direct our cursor here in PVT, and we want to create a new project, or if you have an existing project, you can open it. Okay, here we will create a new project. Okay, now after pressing the create new button, I will locate the project that we will create in anywhere in our laptop or computer. And in this place, I want to store my project in desktop. I have created a folder named condensate, so I will enter it. And then I will create a project folder, let's say project, enter, and then I will call it, for example, compositional underscore condensate. And the type of the file is tnav project. So click save. And now we will enter the PVT designer. Okay. All right, so this is the window for PVT designer inside the tNavigator. You can see this message box. I will click here to close the messages. Okay, so this is the window. Here we have the tree showing the variant, showing our fluid that we will analyze. And this is the component list. And this is the operation that we will do. And as usual, here we have project, setting, files, help, to save. This one is to create project. This one is workflows, project tree, import file, export to file, open experiments. Okay, so let's go ahead. First, I want to show you the settings. Units manager. In this tutorial, I want to use metric unit, but many times I will use field. Okay, barrel, something like that, Fahrenheit. Okay, but in this example, I want to use metric. Okay, so click apply. All right. Now, here you can see we can select the equation of state or EOS, Peng-Robinson, Penelux, Schwafer, Reddick-Wong. In this case, I will select Peng-Robinson. And for viscosity calculation method, LBC, Pedersen, or this one, HZYG. In this case, I want to select the default correlation, LBC. Okay, now we will create or we will add the list of the component. Here you can see add library components. If you open the drop-down menu, you can add library components. You can also provide with your component and reset to library components. First, we will add library components. Yeah, here we have the add library components. Okay, you have C1 methane, C2 ethane, C3 propane, IC4, isobutane, and so on and so forth. Quite comprehensively. Okay, and for the non-hydrocarbon, if we go down, yeah, let's wait for a little while. Okay, you have nitrogen, CO2, H2S, hydrogen, oxygen, and so on and so forth. Okay, in this video, we will select nitrogen and CO2, and then I will press Control on my keyboard, and I want to go up, and I want to add C1 through C19, okay, from methane to nonadecane. Click OK. All right. Okay. So you can see I have nitrogen, CO2, and then C1, C2 down to, okay. It's quite slow because maybe the internet connection is not really good. Okay, down to C19. Okay. Now I want to create my component, or you can also call it user component. Okay. Or for other discussion or other software, you call it hypothetical component. Okay. Which is not usual in the, I mean, it's not the component that you see regularly in the textbook, something like that. It's usually for heavy component. So click this one and add user components.